That's the command. So that command works for sure.
Yes.
So that should go right here, and that's the exact same command.
Okay, right now the door is open. I'm going to go down and watch the circuit. You tell me when you hit the button, and I'll watch things happen.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Door shut.
Okay, that's awesome.
Zombies have spawned.
Yeah.
Door is still shut.
Yeah.
Okay, first zombie is gone. Door is still there. Second zombie is gone. Door is still there. Third zombie is gone. Door opened. So, yeah, that works.
Okay. Don't know why it didn't work the first time, but I watched the circuits. They all fired.
Weird. Let's see here. So let's do this.
It's probably the baby. He didn't want to let you out because you killed a baby.
Right. I'm a horrible person. I kill babies in the game.
Yeah.
All right. So now, since you mentioned it, I'm going to go ahead and make particles.
Well, since you mentioned, I wasn't going to.
I totally wasn't going to. It talked me into it.
I know how you like your particles, Painful, so let me give you some particles since you're forcing me to.
Yep. This is your fault, just so you know. All right, so we're going to throw some particles in. We're going to make some fun sounds.
Gonna fly around.
There it is. All right. Think. Oh, there you are.
What?
Okay, so boom. Door's still shut.
Should be one more.
And door opens.
Yeah, then you can get your rotten flesh if you want. And then you can come out and forget the lava and run into it. Oh! We had a zombie back here. He fell in the lava.
Oh.
So you might have an extra one.
What I found really cool about this when I was building is you can run straight through it with 2 well-placed jumps.
Yep. I noticed that as well.
So you can just go la la la, whoa!
Of course, it took me a while to get that first jump. Like that. Okay.
Well, the one thing I don't have connected in this room is the chests just drop items. They just have items in the chest. They're not actually dropping anything. So that's one thing we'd probably want to rig up too. Is that this is the room where you would earn your arrows.
Mm-hmm. I want to do a test because you can summon an object, right, in space.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get some things in my inventory. Bing, bing, and let's do. Yeah, this is okay. So let's say I have one of these things, and that'll be a shocker box. Let's say I have that right there, and let's say that I had. Come on, boom, boom. Like that, and like that, and like that. Now let's say that you summoned an object at the following coordinates. You ready for the coordinates?
Yeah, go ahead.
845 13 651.
Okay. What am I summoning at those coordinates?
I don't really care. Sword, arrow, something like that. Well, the arrow is stuck into the hopper.
So it doesn't drop the item, it actually summons it as if it's been shot like a projectile.
Let's try, let me get rid of it. Okay, I can't get rid of it.
I think you can pick it up, can't you?
Nope, I stepped on it. Now go X one more higher and do something besides an arrow. Let's try a bow or something. I don't care. We'll try an arrow after that if this works.
Let's see here. Actually, I'm not sure how to summon a bow. What is the...
Should just be bow, I would think.
I thought so, but that doesn't appear to be the case.
Repeater?
Maybe it's not something that can be summoned. Maybe it's a give. And perhaps that's why we're doing this wrong, is maybe it isn't a summon command that we need to be using.
I mean, we can do it the way we've been doing it with, dispenser and yada yada.
I mean, that's an arrow at 14. The other things I can summon would be like an armor stand
Yeah.
or entities. So yeah, summon is basically for entities.
So you can't just place an item. I was thinking this would be convenient, but you can do it the other way. Okay. Put a block there to get rid of it because it will not get rid of it. Okay. That arrow is always there now. You know what? I can get rid of it.
Send it to the void.
Just put a block over it. Okay, so where was those at? They were in this way. Okay. So, behind here, what's behind here? Okay, we got a little room. That's good. So we have to have a dispenser. And while we're doing it, we'll put one over here. Hey, diamonds! Dispenser.
I mean, we can do a give command, but a give command gives to someone, rather than dropping it.
Yeah. So we're doing arrows. We're going to, what are we doing? What am I doing? I think I have this backwards. Yes, I do. Boom. Dropper.
Could we do something ridiculous like summon a villager, give them an arrow, and then kill the villager to make them drop it?
I can rebuild the test thing if you want. I don't know if that would work. We try it.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds kind of ridiculous, but just trying to come up with an idea of how we can get an item to just drop.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to not have to do what we've been doing. I mean, we can do it. It just takes a lot of room.
Yeah.
So we'll do a 3 high just to make sure they can't get out. Okay, and I don't know what the XY is, but
So I should be able to say summon a villager. Yeah, so there's the villager.
okay.
And then can we give entity of type villager, a bow. Or rather, let's just give him an arrow.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get in those boxes anyway. I'm probably not
Player.
going to go replace the other stuff, but
Is it not an entity? Is it? Well, that gives everyone.
yeah, I got something.
But we're not of type villager. That's so weird.
Did the villager get one?
Oh, I'd have to kill him to find out.
He's dead. There's nothing dropped.
None. Okay, so it's in the dropper. It's just the dropper's not being activated to spit it out. But so that
Right.
went through.
Yeah,
So it's
you-
connected, but
if you drop something in there, yeah, it's going to work.
well, I'm gonna say that's not gonna work.
No. I mean, there's a command to put something in the inventory of a person, but that's not
Yeah.
what we're trying to do. We're trying to load chests. Oh well, we have a harder way of doing this. So.
Well,
So-
I mean, it's like we can just totally stock this thing full of arrows and just have it reload arrows every time you come into this range or something. Say, like, you step on this block right here, and that causes the arrows to drop into the chest.
Yeah. Let me just get this wired up because we need. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so this will fire it. Bing. We will have another. Boom, boom. We'll do one of. Gotta get rid of that too. Boom.
Well, here's another idea that's a little bit left field, but what if we just have what if we reward in things like reward with items that you can then turn around and sell to villagers? So, like, maybe instead of being a box with arrows in it, we trap a villager over here that trades something for arrows.
Okay. How about zombie flesh?
That's a pretty good idea.
Okay, so this gets undone. We will do it out of, let's see. So we don't need that. What we do need is this. We don't need any of this, but I got a light in there. Awesome. Okay, and then we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll let's get rid of that. So there's that, and then we will put a villager in there, and we will do. What will we do? Nope. So like that.
Yeah, I think so.
So you'd have to walk along here, trade after killing the zombie. And do you want the same thing over on the other side?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So let's see, we get rid of that. Remember what I did? I think it was that, and then we did this and that. Okay. So then there's the summon villager command, which I will see if I still have my notes on. And my stream can watch this inventory while I look it up. Minecraft. Let's see. I think that's where it was at. Okay. Summon villager. Custom name will be Arrow Sales. Career level 42. Persistence required 1. Silent, invulnerable. Movement speed. Recipes. Buy. What is the ID that it will buy? It'd be, what's the zombie flesh?
That is Rotten Flesh's ID. Are you looking for...
Well, for gold ingot, it's gold _ ingot.
Okay, Rotten _ Flesh.
Rotten _ flesh. Count 1. Max uses 1. Sell. I was selling paper, but we are not doing paper. We're doing, what's the ID? Arrow?
Arrow, yep.
Arrow. Count 1. Do we want to give it a display name?
The trader?
No, the arrow. Arrow
no,
of
I don't think so.
Vengeance.
Arrow of Vengeance.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
Okay, so that is hopefully the command I need. Control C. We come back into here, and now I need... where do you want this to be? Let's see, I got summon, so... Okay, so... there's that. So, X... Which way am I facing? I am... So, X is... higher, so... Well, if it's in the wrong spot, it's in the wrong spot. I guess I don't care. So there's a command. I will not hold it all. Crap. Awesome. How wonderful. Okay. I want you to look at that command. Okay. And make sure it looks like what you want. The X, I think, is correct to go behind it.
Yep, you're right. It should be +1X. Profession, doesn't really matter. Custom name.
And I'll go over to the other side and get a command block in there while you're looking at that.
2. Persistence, yep. Silent, yay. Invulnerable, yay. Name. Generic movement speed. Base. Offers receipts by the dun dun dun. I think that looks good.
Okay.
Should we fire it off and see
put
what
a button,
happens?
see what happens. I'm getting this one set up. Let my stream kind of see what we got. I'll just kind of scroll through it. You can pause the video if you want to look a little bit more in depth at the command.
Hey, that works.
Now the hard part is keeping them in there while you replace the command block with a regular block. And
well, did you have their movement speed disabled? That works really well.
Yeah, they don't move.
Oh, so you shouldn't have to worry about it then.
Okay. So that's the command there. Now I just got to put a button on there and fire it away. You got a button?
I've got a redstone torch.
Okay,
Bonk.
that'll work. And there you go. You should be able to trade 1 zombie flesh with 1 arrow of vengeance.
Nice. Well, I like that. So that's one way to earn arrows. Then is you have to trade, but that means you're going, well, shoot, how do I get zombie flesh if I don't have a weapon? You proceed into the next room, get yourself an old sword, and spawn 3 zombies.
Yep.
And if you really want to, you can go in that room again and again and continue to spawn zombies and get more arrows. So you have to work for them, but I kind of like that.
Yep. I like it too. Now, we probably want to get rid of the dead end trap sign, or people will never walk in there. So there's that. Okay. So I do like that. It ties the rooms together. You can go see what they sell if you can figure out how to get over there. Is there any way we want to let people know how to do that?
Nah. I like the idea that you come in and you go, well, how am I supposed to reach those guys? Like, you almost don't notice them until you're in the room. And you can't quite trade with them from here.
Yeah.
Which I like. And so you have to figure something out. So you have to go, well, what happens if I come into this room and, oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't always work. It's a little... You have to be really careful. But I think if you did it once, you'll know it, I mean.
Right.
But it works. I mean, you can get there.
I thought about doing something like this around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, I'd have to redo a lot. It'd be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate command blocks I'd have to add just to do that. But
yeah.
it could certainly be done.
I don't know if we need to do that, but maybe... I was thinking like maybe a riddle or something that would let you know there's alternate paths. Not tell you what they are, but tell you there's alternate ways or...
Yeah,
I mean, right now if I walk in and it does this, I'm going to say, oh, well, that's the way I have to go. And then I'm going to think, oh, well, this leads me over here. I'm going to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure out how to trade with that guy from right here. And that ain't going to happen.
Right.
So I was wondering if maybe see, I'm not even sure if maybe we just I don't know. Maybe leaving a line along the edge here. Change this fill so maybe these don't disappear.
I mean, I can do this too.
Just this line here. Yeah. And then that way, if all the lava was there and you walk through there and it's like, let me get back out and walk along here. Oh, well, that worked. How about, yep, this is working. You know, that might be the clue you need.
Okay, so...
Do you think? Because I don't think anybody's going to solve it by knowing they have to walk there, because if you go too far in the room, it's over and there's nothing except leaving the room that's going to turn it back. At least that's the impression I had when I first walked in. And I knew what we were going to do, so I did figure that out.
We could certainly go like this. I think that'll fix it. I think that'll do what you wanted it to do. We'll have to...
Yep. So that way, you know, it gives you a clue after you've turned it into lava once. It's like, oh, well, okay, so let me okay, and then it's like, okay, can I go trade now? And as long as you're not stupid and try to walk out into the room, you're fine.
I've made the radius a little smaller too, so it doesn't trigger quite as early. So you got a little bit more leeway. You should be able to be within the 2 on the edge and still be safe.
I wonder, I actually ran over here and did a little jump around the corner.
Well, it's because it's a circular radius, right? It's counting from this block right here, 9 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it's like there. Or there, rather. So then what that would be is kind of like a circle from there. Whatever 9 blocks out from that point is.
So it's right here, basically. If you get out of this.
So you can kind of cut the corners a little bit. You can come in through here and cut the corner like that and be all right.
So right there. So this is this corner of it. That might be a little much. What do you think? I mean, I'm fine over there. It seems like this is a little too...
I can basically walk from this light pole to the light pole by the door safely.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if they'll even know this turns into lava if they're doing that. I mean...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So I can up that again to a radius of 10.
Yeah, if they actually walked over there and traded and started to walk towards the center, they're dead.
Right.
And I think that might be a little too cruel, too.
So you go, oh, okay, so I traded. I'll just walk back. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think if they knew they had to walk along this edge, and then, as soon as it turns back, and this edge, then I know if I want to, I have 2 options. Either I can keep going that way or go backwards.
Right.
And since it worked this way and there's another trader over there, maybe I'll try that. I kind of was too far out, but, it did work, so. And then I can trade with this guy.
Oops, sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah.
Forgot we made it more sensitive.
Yeah, so I could trade with this guy, and then I could just keep trying and skip the whole room doing that. Of course, that was me. I was just coming back through. I'll get out of the room. I like it.
Yeah, I like that
it
one.
Works. Now, the one thing I've been thinking about is, are we trap rooming ourselves out of building anything else?
Well, I think the way to progress is this way, right? I think we've established this is the way to progress.
Okay, so what's in there? Anything?
So this is the arrow trap.
Okay, so this is
And, I got to thinking, too, we could change this so that rather than spawning a shulker, we literally just give the effect of levitation when you hit it.
Okay.
Because I think then we don't take damage at that point. And that's a big problem this early on with no armor and not really much to heal yourself. And granted, you can always come back and hit instant health here.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself 1 second of health and then come back. But, it's a pretty big risk.
Well, once you're in here, if you hit that button, then you're done. This door's locked.
Shut in, right? Yeah.
So the thing is, if you take one hit, it will levitate you enough you can make it to that corner.
I got to thinking about it, too. So I think what we ought to do is that this should be the way out right here. And I think Right now we have this room set up as a reward room, but we don't have the reward in here yet.
Uh-huh.
So maybe this room rewards a piece of armor.
Okay.
Or maybe maybe this is a shield.
It can be whatever you want. I think it's redstone right now.
Yeah, it's just redstone. But I guess what I'm thinking is this is the hard one to get into. So let's give a decent reward. And maybe a shield's a pretty decent reward here. Or that, or, you know, helmet or piece of armor or something like that.
What? My brain started again. Sorry. What if I need coal? I need some coal. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So, let's see. What if, and I'm not going to build all of it, but let me get this out. What if we did something like this? Just like that. And let's